We praise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and we turn to Him seeking His forgiveness, seeking His guidance, seeking His mercy, and more importantly, seeking His light, His nur, so we can see better what is right and do it, and see better what is wrong and avoid it. We bear witness that there is no one worthy of worship except Allah, and we bear witness that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is His servant and messenger. Whoever follows him tries their best to emulate and be on the same path. Nobody is perfect, but inshallah we'll try. It's about trying and having the right intention and making the effort. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will reward them. And whoever chooses different path, totally contradicting what the Prophet ﷺ and the prophets before him taught and brought to us to take us out of darkness into light, will indeed end up in darkness and in a destination that is surely not the destination of the prophets of Allah. My brothers and sisters, very often you heard me saying the following, that the word haya has no English term. No matter how much people try to translate it, there is no equivalent word to haya. I can assure you that, because not because I am some authority in Arabic language or English or any, no. I can assure you, yourself, a simple look in the books, in dictionaries, you will not be satisfied, especially if you understand the concept of haya. Haya means many things, but it cannot be translated in English. And a lot of problems I see these days, it goes back to haya. I'll give you a simple example. We were just recently in a setting, and somebody asked a question from the public, and there was myself and a couple scholars and a group of people. So one of the youth, and I believe he doesn't know haya, this is the example, jumped and answered the question, and it had to do with religion. In spite of a line of scholars was there, and because none of them want to jump in honor of each other, they would say, please go ahead, please go ahead. And we would usually give the chance to the elder amongst us as a respect, because of haya. The young man, not a bad person, but he was not equipped with the haya. He jumped and answered the question. I looked at him and said, you shouldn't have. And by the way, your answer is wrong. You answered the yes and no, but sometimes the yes and no can be very dangerous and too blunt. And then you started explaining, neglecting a different side, because you know one truth, but you don't know the other side. And this is where most of the misleading is happening. You know, some people would scold you and don't understand that there is a ruling for what you did, but they know only one aspect of it. Haya is also not to jump and talk and make a judgment and without researching, and you let your emotions overcome you. This is, I believe, one of the main problems today is haya. Oh, now, why aren't you talking about what's happening in Gaza? What's happening in Gaza because people lost haya, shame. And those who support the killing of our innocent lives in Gaza and Palestine, they have no haya. They don't have no haya. And those sitting in international, forums, not speaking up, or listening to wrong and accepting it and not even saying something, they have no haya. So you understand the word haya is not what you understand. Don't call it bashfulness or shyness. No. Haya means the sense of dignity, the sense of preserving your face and dignity and the face of those whom you care for. Haya. That's why Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said that very wise saying, إِنَّ مِمَّا أَدْرَكَ النَّاسُ مِنْ كَلَامِ النُّبُوَّةِ الْأُولَى إِذَا لَمْ تَسْتَحِ فَاصْنَعْ مَا شِئْتَ. One of the things people learned from the sayings of the prophets before Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. When you don't have haya, do whatever you want. A person without haya can walk naked and it's okay. What's wrong if people look at me? He would say. A person without haya would lie in front of you looking at you, and he knows you know he's lying, and still has the audacity to speak and tell you the lies, and you know they are lying. Believe me, and this is where we need to claim back our legacy. Teach not only ourselves and our children and our students haya. And this society today, and we will read the verses really confirming what I just say, they encourage you to lose haya in the name of freedom of expression. We are all equal. Like one of them said many centuries ago, he learned a little bit and said, when he said, somebody says, Imam Abu Hanifa said so-and-so, Imam Malik so-and-so. He said, Hum rijalun wa nahnu rijal. They are men and we are also men. What is this person? Maybe yastahi. He doesn't have haya. Because sometimes all we think haya, hijab. Hijab is a form of haya. But that's haya is hijab. Haya is a woman should not talk. No, who said that? If she talks with adab, according to Islamic etiquette. And a man also shouldn't talk if he doesn't talk with adab. Haya covers many things. But you will see all the problems is because we're losing haya. And the first thing shaitan will do, and Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam spoke about that, he will take haya from people. Look what the Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam says. Subhanallah. Al-imanu bid'un wa sittuna aw bid'un wa sab'una shu'bah. أعلاها لا إله إلا الله وأدناها إماطة الأذى عن الطريق والحياء شعبة من الإيمان. He said Iman is 67 to 77 branches, meaning in Arabic so many branches. Don't stick to the number 77. In Arabic when we say sab'in means countless. He said the highest of it, Iman, is La ilaha illallah, meaning you believe in it, you say it, and you act upon it. إيمان بالجنان اعتقاد بالجنان قول باللسان وعمل بالأركان. Understanding Tawheed. It's impossible someone who says La ilaha illallah and understands it and believes it to be racist. Impossible. Because if you believe Allah is one, you believe humanity is equal. That's the implication. But somebody says, I'm Muslim, but I don't like this race, this group and this. He's racist. His La ilaha illallah is not complete. You know that is common among Muslims, unfortunately. That's why we have all these problems. Racism. Or calling people abid, slaves, and they are free. متى استعبدتم الناس وقد ولدتهم أمهاتهم أحرارا. Remember when Umar ibn Khattab heard one of the leaders, governor's son, he slapped the face of an Egyptian Coptic person, Coptic Christian. And the plea came to Sayyidina Umar. And he said, when did you get the authority to enslave and subjugate people and their mothers gave them birth free? To teach us everybody should be equal. There's no caste system. Unfortunately, some people inherited the caste system and they are still implementing it, unfortunately. Inherited from another religion or from another culture. Now, I spoke a lot about this topic. I want to go back to my Iman. 77 means endless branches of Iman. The highest of it is La ilaha illallah. The lowest of it is what? To remove a harm on the road. You're walking, you see a tree that fell, and this happened before. And today there are modern ways. You're walking, you see a tire on the road, although it's illegal, you can't stop on the highway and do it. But if you can somehow call the authorities to come, the service people, you are going to get the same reward like the guy who removed the tree from the road. So this is exactly what you're doing. You're removing harm from the road. He said that's because a man, and Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, a man was a sinner, but he saw a tree blocking people. He removed it to make it easy for people to walk on it. Allah took him to Jannah. And that's the lowest kind of level. He said, and Haya is one of the branches of Iman, without telling us whether it's the lowest or the highest. It's a branch of Iman. So in my assessment, a lot of problems we're going through now is lack of Haya. Parents are complaining, children raise their voices louder on them. They disrespect them. Many of us come from, you may call us the, whatever world you want to call us. We don't even look eye to our parents. We learn to lower our, it doesn't mean that they love us, we don't love them, but it's just respect. We never speak when they speak until they end. I notice, by the way, I notice this a lot, very common. Not only here, when I travel a lot, I observe. As an anthropologist myself, I like to watch behavior, human behavior. And I'm telling you, people don't let you finish your sentence. I stopped doing lectures and this, I stopped. I said, you know what? Jumu'ah, it's ibadah. I just do mostly teaching. I focus more on teaching in groups. Nobody wants to learn. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Everybody has this little shaitan, has everything in it. ChatGPT can give you even khutbah if you want. Yeah, I can right now, ChatGPT, give me a khutbah on Haya. It will give me very good words, but it's not going to come from my heart. I will read it for you. Everything is available, knowledge, but no practice. Knowledge is a lot. Abundant. Every one of you have Sahih Bukhari, the whole Sunnah. Everybody. We just had meeting of the Imams and we discussed, we have the same problems. We noticed that there is a trend. People say, who are you to tell me? I was told many times, who are you? Or who, the H capital, are you? That's why I said, you know what? For my own sanity, I don't have to say. If I see wrong, I'll try to correct it. But, I would expect somebody to tell me something, maybe even 4 letters. People have no more Haya. Parents are complaining, children are complaining, teachers, I know teachers in this city. They say you can't talk to the teenagers anymore. I'm afraid for my life. This is the reality. So now notice how much Haya is critical for a society. Haya is akhlaq. إنما الأمم الأخلاق ما بقيت إن ذهبت أخلاقهم ذهبوا. Nations depend on Haya and manners. If it's gone, everything is gone. Notice, you want to talk about Gaza and Palestine? Its problem is Haya. The world has no Haya to see people slaughtered and killed. Trucks loaded with your donations in Egypt, waiting to go. Some of the food spoiled, expired. They've been there. Even if you say donation is not reaching, there's no Haya. People seeing people dying, and they don't have no Haya. That's why I say Haya, so you learn it in Arabic word, so you don't say it in English, because shyness or bashfulness, that's a very, very midgetized way of expressing the word Haya. I want you to understand it through this speech and these khutbahs, what Haya means. It's from simple things. They put dinner on the table until your father and mother say, go ahead, Bismillah, then you eat. Not like job. By the time your mother or father sit down, the food is over. That's the lack of Haya. She cooked 4 or 5 hours, your favorite meal, and you can't even wait for her until she sits and say Bismillah and dua, and you can eat collectively because there's barakah. You can't wait, I'm hungry. You're always hungry, and you will die hungry. And you will meet Allah hungry. Because there is no Haya. You see how much I can pull out for you just to show you why Haya is doing? And now there is a beautiful verse, because I can keep going. There is a beautiful verse in the Quran. Go back to chapter 7, Surah Al-A'raf. When you go home, ayah number 26, all the way to ayah number 33. And instead of reading the whole thing, I would just give you the gist of it. And some of the words are implicit and some of the sentences are explicit. And this is a message Allah did not. And Haya is not only for Muslims, Haya for human beings. And that's why Allah would not say here, "O you who believe." No, He says, "O humanity, O children of Adam. Ya bani Adama. قد أنزلنا عليكم لباسا يواري سوآتكم وريشا ولباس التقوى ذلكم خير لكم ذلك خير ذلك من آيات الله لعلهم يتذكرون. O children of Adam, men and women, white and black, yellow and brown, tall and short, all of you human beings, we have indeed sent down to you clothing to cover you and to increase your haya, and clothing for beauty and clothing that guards against evil. That is the best. This is of the communication of Allah to you that you should be mindful of. Think of the verses Allah says. You can feel hijab is there, but these days not only hijab. The more you show your skin, the more famous you'll become. Any woman wants to become more famous, she shows her skin. We Muslims say otherwise. Say the less you show, the better for you, and better for man, and better forever. And vice versa. Which is man too. These days also men are competing in the fashion stores with women. They're also competing to buy jewelries and makeup. So women say we don't even have a chance now. So this is a problem. That's another story. يا بني آدم لا يفتننكم الشيطان. O children of Adam, do not let shaitan trick you. Just open Instagram, TikTok, all social media. You know, it's right there waiting for you. It just knows your weakness and he will cater for your weakness. And these are shaitan of human beings as well. It's not only shaitan of jinn who's created from fire. لا يفتن الشيطان كما أخرج أبويكم من الجنة ينزع عنهما لباسهما ليريهما سوآتهما إنه يراكم هو وقبيله من حيث لا ترونهم إن جعلنا الشياطين أولياء للذين لا يؤمنون. O children of Adam, I want you to listen to these verses in our 2023 context. It's still relevant. O children of Adam, let not the shaitan cause you to fall into affliction as he expelled. Shaitan has been doing this from day one. He expelled your parents from the garden, pulling off from them both their clothing when they became naked. فَبَدَتْ لَهُمَا سَوْآتُهُمَا. That he might show them their evil inclinations. He wants to raise the evil inclination. We all have good inclination and evil inclinations. And shaitan just pushes our evil inclinations. Islam says that inclination, we're going to use it in a halal way. But please, have patience, have sabr. He surely sees you. This is a reality our children need to know. Shaitan is with us. Allah is with us. But shaitan also is with us. Every one of us has a mate of shaitan. You either feed him and grow him by answering his calls to you, or you weaken him by answering Allah's call. So he says, he surely sees you, he as well as his host, from areas where you cannot see them. Surely we have made the shayateen to be the guardians of those who do not believe. And then Allah goes with ayat. Time is not on our side. And when they commit an indecency, they say, we found our fathers doing this. Try to find the legitimacy. And, oh, everybody does it. Oh, my parents, I'm not the first one who did it. People before us did it. Why do I have to be the one? Try to find. But every human being who has a sound mind and sound fitrah, a sound, disposition, knows wrong is wrong. You do to others as you would like them do to you. He says here, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and when they commit an indecent act, They say we found our fathers doing this and Allah has enjoined it on us. Not only that, Allah also loves us doing this. So surely Allah does not enjoin indecency. Do you say against Allah what you don't know? Allah only orders justice and patience and to be upright and set upright your faces in every time of prayer and call on Him, being sincere to Him in obedience as He brought you forth in the beginning, so shall you also return. Please continue with 30, 31, 32, 33, Surah Al-A'raf. Go home tonight and try to read this translation. Because time is not with us, but it actually just confirms what I have been saying in the last few minutes. To sum up, there is a moral crisis. People see wrong and don't correct it. People do not appreciate knowledge. The people of knowledge, their parents, their teachers. Society now, everybody knows. You don't respect people with authority. The way people talk is getting worse, and you can just see from the culture. You know, pop culture is a reflection of what's in people's hearts and minds. If you open, I would say 95% is filthy. People talk filthy. Parents are saying our children speak language we never taught. Do not tolerate foul language in your home. And worse than that, if you're a husband and wife and you talk to each other like that, don't expect your children to be saints. They're going to be the brethren of the devil because they learned from the big devil. Please be careful how you talk. Have haya. And even adults, they show respect and haya in front of children. Have you a real Muslim man and woman? They don't kiss each other in public. Oh, you're backward. You come from Middle East, or you're Africa or Arabic or Pakistani. You guys are backward. No, we don't do it because we have something called haya. Can you tell us what's haya? Sorry, it doesn't exist in English. That's why you will never be able to understand it. That's it. This is it. Simple things. There are things you don't do. Oh, I watch people in the movies. Well, you want to be like them? Follow. That's actually you fell in the trap of shaitan. We are different. Yeah, different is good. It makes you precious in the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Maybe not popular now. It's unpopular, but you're special. May Allah bless our sisters who put hijab in spite of all these, messages of hate. They're brave women. It's not. To be able to be different, it's not easy. I heard stories after 9/11 in New York. Sister told me, one of my students, a beautiful, may Allah bless that sister and her husband, family. She said they were spitting on us and we did not remove our hijab. She said, Wallahi, my Iman, I decided to start learning the deen and become a better Muslim. And she's a doctor. MashaAllah. And she is amazing. She finished Sahih al-Bukhari with me. Full Bukhari. I heard all Sahih al-Bukhari from her. From Kitab al-Wahi to the end. Subhanallah al-Azim. She came to my mind now. MashaAllah. And she's teaching her children the same way. Blessed family. One of those families, you see them, you say, SubhanAllah, this is Jannah. Jannah is real. May Allah protect us. May Allah guide us. May Allah help us. We ask Allah to give us haya. Understanding of haya. And Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was known for haya. Ya Rabbil Alameen. Astaghfirullah al-Ghafur Rahim. Allahu Akbar. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين لا إكراه في الدين قد تبين الرشد من الغي فمن يكفر بالطاغوت ويؤمن بالله فقد استمسك بالعروة الوثقى لا انفصام لها والله سميع عليم. الله ولي الذين آمنوا يخرجهم من الظلمات إلى النور والذين كفروا أولياؤهم الطاغوت يخرجونهم من النور إلى الظلمات أولئك أصحاب النار هم فيها خالدون. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. لإيلاف قريش إيلافهم رحلة الشتاء والصيف فليعبدوا رب هذا البيت الذي أطعمهم من جوع وآمنهم من خوف. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.